morning. It's Tandy, the Canadian Stamper, and Saturday morning, we're live. We're gonna do a card. Got some stuff to talk to you about today. So I'm gonna show you outside first to see what kind of a day it is here in Victoria. So this is my backyard. It's got a screen on that window. Here's this one. So there's my backyard. So that's a huge apple tree that we make cider. And then Lance has got all of his tomatoes going. And yeah, so it's a bit of a dreary day out there, which I was excited about because not only do we need the rain, we need the rain, of course, because everything's so dry, but it also makes for a great crafting day. And I have socks on this morning. Never wear socks anymore because it's summer, but yeah. So I got some fun stuff for you this morning. I'm excited to show you. Finally, I can open the catalog and tell you about Celebration. And I've got some cute little fluffy critters. We're gonna try something. We're gonna use the sheep from the Celebration, and I had this idea that I would use cotton balls for their body, which makes sense, but you have to have cotton balls. So instead, I'm sort of taking apart Q-tips. I think it's gonna work okay. You can tell me what you think. So I also have a prize giveaway today. So if you want to comment, like, share the video, and then I'll pick somebody from the comments after to win the prize. I'm going to show you what it is. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to get started. Okay, so I hope everybody has their coffee. Here's my coffee, ready to roll. Put you in the cradle. And I will grab your comments from my computer. And here's the beauty. Here's where the magic is happening. So as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, we've had this catalog for like a good month to study and to love and get to know. This is actually a sneak peek. We're using something just like this today for our framed. So framed, fluffy, and new is, of course, because the products are from this one. Where's my Celebration? Here it is. All right, so let's talk about Celebration. Usually Stampin' Up usually has Celebration just in January, but they've changed it this year. So this is what I put in the catalog for my clients. So it talks about what Celebration is. So for every $60 Canadian you spend, you get to choose something from this Celebration brochure. So it runs from August to September 30th, August 3rd to September 30th. So for example, this is one here. So $60, and then you get this bedazzling 6x6 paper for free. And then this one, for example, is the penguin paper, also with $60. But then this gives you a hint because there's a matching stamp set and punch that goes with this paper. So if you were, I bet you, I don't know the math, but if you were to buy the stamp set and punch, I bet you could probably get this for free. Or maybe if you added on one other thing. Usually a stamp set and punch is usually about 50 bucks-ish. Yeah, so this is Celebration. I'm going to do a class on this deer. Same thing. There's a peaceful deer punch and stamp set, and then you get the paper for free. Yep, love me some free stuff. So some of this is only while supplies last. So if something grabs your eye, then make sure to get that sooner rather than later. There's another category in here, as you might see. It's for $120. So you'll get a little something more substantial. And there's that one. So you get the dies. Okay, so this is what we're working with today. Love these little guys. All right, so sheep. So similar to the annual catalog or any catalog, see how they have a bit of a halo around them? Even that little hat, which is adorable. That means there's dies. which are these guys. So what they've done in the past is they've made it like $120. So, and for $120, then you would get both of those, but they've split it up this time, which is awesome, because you could easily do 2 orders within a 2-month period and get the sheep in one and get the dies in the other. You wouldn't probably want to wait too long just because you don't want them to go out of stock, but that's what we're doing today. Okay, and then there's also a huge join thing going on right now, which is, so you buy $135 worth of stuff, you get $165, but then you get a free bundle with this as well. So people who are signing up right now, you would get your 20% discount and be part of the sisterhood for like until at least December before you had to start meeting the minimums. So one of these bundles in here is about $80. So, and they have punches and dies. So that's worth looking at. And we do a lot in my team as far as crafting and being together. So it's an awesome, awesome little group I'm part of. Love it. Okay, so here's the catalog. I have my last of the deliveries to do this afternoon for the catalogs to go out. So we'll have some more Christmas kits coming. And yeah, just grab a coffee or a glass of wine and flip through this guy. There's so much awesome stuff in here. I won't go through page by page, but I will tell you about the index part. So the bundle index is back here on page 65. So this is where you're getting one of these free bundles in your join offer. So $165 worth of stuff for $135 plus a free bundle. Yeah, so there's those matching penguins I was telling you about. Yeah, so this tells you, and the catalog's great for getting ideas as well. And then this is the index here. So if you're looking for just the punch or just the dies, this is where it's at. Here's our designer series paper. We've got the embossing folders, ribbons, papers, and packaging for the holidays. So there's Halloween and fall in here too. These are the masks that we used a couple of Saturdays ago. So it's amazing. There's also host rewards. So if you want to get some friends together and do some crafting virtual, then you can earn free product and an exclusive stamp set. So I do that as well. There. So now, from now until I run out of stuff, we're using items from the new catalog on our Saturday mornings. Oh, and here's the prize. So if you're just joining, we're doing a prize. I might do it every Saturday actually, because I got a whole lot of stuff. So it's the Cinnamon Cider ink pad. It's one of the new in colors. And then these, which are the leaves trinkets. I'm pretty sure these are retired, but I'll just show you what they look like. So you can hear them. Like, they're pretty substantial. Aren't they cute? Oh, and then there's this one too. So these are great. Just grab some twine and hook it around, or they go on with glue dots as well. So there's that. So that's the giveaway for today. So how do you win? Well, you watch like you are, but you could comment, like, share, all that stuff, and then I'll pick someone after this and post it. Okay, one more thing before we get to our project and start taking apart Q-tips, because that's going to be hilarious, is Stamp Camp. Tidings of Christmas. This is from the annual catalog, page 88. We're doing Stamp Camp on September 12th, so I put the link to Stamp Camp in the comments. This is the 48 sheets of paper that come in this suite. I wanted to show you. This is great for making multiples of Christmas cards. This paper pack, because there's so many. Usually you only get like a few sheets, and then you make a design, and then sometimes the paper doesn't always work with your design, but you could guaranteed make several of the same because there's so much duplicate of the paper. So I wanted to show you that. So early bird sign up for Stamp Camp is 10% off if you register by, when is it? When do you register by? Oh, I should bring up your comments. Morning, Erica. Erica will know what the deadline is. Erica's one of my silver sisters. I think it's the 14th of August, maybe. Jody, I'm not sure when the new catalogs are coming. That's a good question. It'll be in our announcements on Tuesday. Every Tuesday we get our announcements from Stampin' Up. So I'm thinking that's when we'll find out eventually. Hopefully soon, now that the catalog has launched. If anybody knows and is watching, then please go ahead and say. Okay, so let's talk about the base. So we have a gray base. This is basic gray, I believe. Yes, basic gray card base. So then I've used these dies. Sorry guys, I should know the names of these. I'm not sure what the name is, and it's stuck. So it comes in two like this, and then I have used the brick embossing folder. I'm going to bring it up so you can see. Yep. So that's going to sit on there. We're going to use a whole lot of dimensionals. And then, okay, so when you what am I trying to say? When you cut that out, these are the pieces that you get from the vacant space. So go ahead and make sure to keep those because you can totally use those in another project. It's certainly not wasted paper. So then I cut one out of blue, Pool Party, because I wanted to maybe add the blues in there. Anyways, I haven't quite decided how it's all going to come together. So we've got options here, options. So then here are our little sheep. So cute. There's 3 different designs. I think those are the 3 right there. Now, I have stamped them all, basic black in the basic gray, and then, what's this one? Gray granite. Because I wasn't sure. Black's a bit sort of really dark. You can see the shades as they go here. So in this, let me show you the stamp set and the dies. So here's the stamp set. We're stamping this hat for sure. So cute. And it's got little sentiments in there. So for a free stamp set, it's super cute. Counting sheep. And then here are the dies that go with. So I have cut out, I don't know that I'll use this today, but it's a fence. And look at the texture in the fence. I think Stampin' Up did a really good job with these dies. I'm super happy with them. And so here's a sun, but see the stitching on there? And then here's one of the balloons. And it's got just a very delicate touch in there. So well done, Stampin' Up. I like it. So there's the clouds. And then here's a little flag. And then of course our sheep. So what didn't I cut? Oh, I didn't cut the hat yet. We're gonna do that after. So I've got some pieces here to play with as we put this together. So super fun bundle, or 2 separate $60 purchases. So while supplies last. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about the fluffy and what. Okay, so I'm trying to get a fluff effect on my sheep. This is the vision that I had. I could see this in my mind, and I could see the sheep, and I could see them in what they're gonna do on here, and it's all coming together in my mind. And then I write the Facebook post, and then I have no Q-tips to fulfill my vision. So what is this? This is a Fiskars. It's like a super sharp blade. So anyways, we're using Q-tips because that's what I have. So this is what I did. I took my razor and I'm like trying to get this off of here. I don't even know the last time I had Q-tips in my house, so I don't know what I was thinking. But if this works, I might go get a little package of Q-tips. I mean, not Q-tips, cotton balls. Cotton balls is what I meant to say. So then I'm kind of fluffing it out to get the texture of the body. And then, okay, so this is how it looks on the body, which I'm interested to know what your thoughts are, if you think it's cute or if you think it's just a bit silly. I think even I think it's going on the card because it's funny. It might look tragic, but it's funny, and that's what cards are all about, is to bring smiles to people's faces. Okay, so let's do this one. One more. I don't know that I'm thinking maybe I won't do it to all of them on the card, but I don't know if I can like just do one, then all the other sheep would be cold. I mean, essentially, because they'd have no fur. Do you ever see that IKEA commercial where it's got like a little cow milk jug, like creamer thing on the table, and then it gets knocked off and falls on the ground, and then that guy with the fantastic IKEA voice, maybe he's Swedish. Do you feel sorry for the little creamer? Anyways, okay. I think I have enough for the bodies. Nobody's commenting on my Q-tip bodies, so I'm going with it. Okay, I might have to do one more, maybe two more, because I got 3 of them. The lengths crafters would go to design a card. Exactly. Do you have Q-tips at your house? Not Q-tips. Why do I keep saying cotton balls? Who's got cotton balls at their place? Oh, I got that one already. All right, last one. Last one. I don't know how it would go if I didn't have this thing. Maybe my pokey tool could get the job done. I don't know. Now, I guess the next thing we should do is stick this down onto the bodies so that we can get it drying. So we need to decide, I need to decide, what color of sheep are we putting on the card? So we have the 3 colors, and I think I'm digging this one. This guy's a bit of an off color that is not speaking to me today. So you're out, buddy. And black, actually black might be better because I don't want, here, let's put this one in here. I think it might get lost. Lori, you've got cotton balls and Q-tips. So if you had the sheep, then you would have no problem. Look at the fluffiness. This is crazy. I've never done a card like this. So, okay, so let's put some on this body. Can you comment and tell me what you think here as far as which black? Puff paint from last year. Yes, Erica. Puff paint. I don't have any puff paint. That would be good. I feel like maybe black is the way to go. No. I don't like it. We're going light gray. All right, so I'm just gonna pick this up like this. And I'm gonna try and make this super easy. So some of that. That's going down. Oh my God, this is so cute. I don't know that I've seen any cards on Pinterest with this technique before. The Q-tip technique by the Canadian Stamper. When you don't have cotton balls, but need a fluffy sheep's coat. Oops. Okay. This is so funny. Okay, The next one, okay, so thank you, Erica. He is cute. So for those of you watching, I hope Lance isn't one of them. I don't know that he can look at my Facebook lives. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm going to talk about him. So Lance's birthday is coming up, and we're going on a little vacation, and we were just talking about like doing a kayaking tour or something, and we're going to stay in Ucluelet. Slight change of plans from northern BC because of the fires. And he was talking about doing a kayaking tour through the Broken Islands, but it's super expensive. So I'm thinking for his birthday, maybe I'll just, that's what I'll get him, because he's a super difficult person to buy for. So what do you think? Should I just book the tour because it's an experience type of a birthday gift? And the fact that it's expensive is because we'll have a super good guide and see amazing scenery, and it ticks the box on an experience birthday rather than a something birthday. What do you think? I hope you can't hear me. I can hear him stomping around out there. Book it. Yes, Jody, book it. Erica, book it. It's just money, right? And I have a little COVID savings. I mean, I'm depleting that now that everything's opening back up, but I feel like I should just book it. He's like, no, it's too expensive, but it would be amazing. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Marie, you too, book it. Thank you, Lori, good. All right, ladies, it's a consensus. Don't tell him, it'll be a surprise. I'll tell Zach, that's what we'll do. And you get a lunch too. Geez, I hope there's availability. Okay, like, so just switching back to the card, I mean, honestly, look at these little critters. These are hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna just color their feet, I think. Let me just try over here, see what this feet looks like. I just don't want it to be too dark. It's a bit dark. All right, so see that? We got Lance's birthday present all sorted out and an activity to do while we're vacationing. We've solved the fluffy puff problem. We're getting it all hammered out today. It's only 9 o'clock. Yes, love the hoofs paint colored. So I'm using here, these are Stampin' Up blends. What color is this? Gray, dark, smoky slate. So I've got 3 different kinds of Stampin' Up grays in this card. Okay, one more. Has anybody ever gone out to the Broken Islands off of the west coast of the island? Is Dawn on here this morning? I saw your post about coming to heckle me this morning. Dawn is my girlfriend from Arizona from when I lived there. Dawn and I go way back track. Let me just, I wanted to just make sure. Are their ears pink? I have no idea. They're gonna be pink now. They need a little color. I'm wondering about doing their face. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Maybe just a bit at the end. Sure, that looks good. Okay. Good. So I think I'm gonna just help out their little gray hairs here around I don't know if this is looking good, but I feel like he's a bit naked up here. So I just want to help him with some hair. So Stampin' Up! Blends are alcohol markers, and they come in all sorts of different shades, of course. Okay, so now let's get some dimensionals on the back of this and start putting this sucker together. So this is going to take some time here to put these together, all of these dimensionals. So I'm saving, I don't know, you guys probably do this, but just cutting up all of the side pieces too. That one's done, to make sure to not waste. So the idea here is to have our sheep popping through. Oh, and I need to deal with what these little circles, what's going to happen there, because I think I'm going to put in, I've got a Q-tip all over me. I'm going to put in, use the circle punch, and I'm going to put in behind, actually let's do that right now because it'll be wet. So let me show you a trick. All right, so here's our card base. Here's how we want this to go. And of course now it's lifted up. So the idea is, so we're gonna tuck our little sheep coming out. Love it, this card's gonna be so flippin' cute. It's Jessica's birthday today, our friend in Yellowknife. So Jessica, you're too far away for me to mail this to you, but it is somebody else's birthday this week who might get this card. So the trick here is I want to mark off where the circles are, because I'm going to put the white circles in behind. Is that where I want them? Yes. So I'm just marking with my pencil, and then when I take this off, I can see, you probably can't see, but I can see that. So then I'm going to punch 2 more of these. Sold you on the Q-tips. Nice. It works, right? Their bodies are super cute. All right, let's get these down. Yes. We're gonna glue these down. I was pausing for a second because I think I'm gonna use, these are 2 tiny little stamps. So there's our hat, but then there's grass. So I feel like maybe I'm gonna stamp grass, and the rule of thumb, of course, is to stamp before you glue down. So I'm essentially a rule breaker right now. Okay, who's making cards this week? Who's got stuff that you're sending? Tell me about your gift giving that's happening. I don't know if anybody's got weddings and things that have already happened. Oh yes. Oh no. I'm slightly off. Come on, wet glue. Awesome. Thank goodness for wet glue. Can just adjust, ladies. Don't worry. Okay, so now I'm gonna go Granny Apple Green. This might be a little loud for a color, but it's going down. Now I'm going to, okay, so I'm gonna mark again because I want to have my grass popping out of the circle. So see, I've got a little bit there. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. I did not make this card before the live. This is winging it, is what it is. Oh yes. I'm gonna need something else in this box though, or in this circle. I need something else in there. I'm open to ideas. Sorry for my head. It's not actually that bad with the green because there's not very much of it. I wonder, do you think I could do another? I'm gonna do another. Just to fill it out a bit. Yes. Oh yes. It's good. So for the garden, as an update, I think we've probably had 5 or 6 cucumbers. I've still got, I think maybe 3 more going in the garden. And we're starting to eat the tomatoes. And what else is happening out there? So we have figs, and we don't eat figs. Like, I mean, it's not like I don't like them or anything. I just don't, it's just not really, it's never occurred to me to, oh, let's eat a fig. But we have a fig tree outside, and they're super sweet if you haven't had one. But I don't know when to pick them. They're just like, I mean, obviously I can Google it to figure out. They're just falling onto the ground, and then they're going in the compost. I did eat one the other day, but like, what do you do with them? You just sort of pop them open and then eat them? Is that it? Am I missing anything? What else do you do with figs? Because that's what I have in my mind. Okay, I have to put my head over the screen, so 1 second. Because I only get one shot at this to line up my circles. Oh, crud. Oh. Come on. It's the stickiness. I didn't come up high enough. I have to bring it closer. Sorry, folks. 1 second. Oh my goodness. My little marks there where I put for the grass in the circles is not where I thought it was. All right, there it is. But my grass mark. All right, Jody made chutney. Oh, you don't like figs, but the chutney's good. Okay. So what do you put with the chutney? What else goes in there? I hear you, Erica, with the cheese. You could do chutney and cheese and then a nice cracker. I hear you. All right, so let's tuck this guy in. Uh-oh, my dimensionals are in the way. So let's pretend that he's tucked in more than he is. I'll cut off his legs. And this one is gonna be the same. Geez, you'd think I would have thought about that before. So this guy is gonna go up here. Maybe they don't have to be tucked in. Oh my God, like seriously. Love this. So cute. Okay, what's happening here? Can I put a balloon? This one can hold a balloon. Oh yes, and I was gonna maybe put the sun up here. What other pieces do I have? Might be a bit busy. And then I was thinking, maybe this down here? Okay, tell me what you think about this piece. Thank you, Jody. Please do send me the recipe. This might be a bit too much. Tell me what you think, ladies. And, oh yeah. I think I could tuck no. Could do some clouds. There's a lot happening on this card. Oh, and I need a hat. 1 second, let's stamp the hat. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Memento Tuxedo Black because I wanna color my hat. And if you use a different ink, then the ink for the alcohol markers might bleed. It might not even need to be colored at all. Let's do 2, just in case. Okay, so what do we think about the fence? I don't see any comments. What do we think? What do we think? Suggestions for changes to the card at all? Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna just cut this. Suggestions, changes. I like the pop of color with the balloons. And I'll just cut out this one hat for now. No fence. No cloud. Okay. What do we think about a hat? Oh, I have to put a sentiment on this card. Duh. Here's my strip right here. Okay, so no to this. No to the cloud. What do we think about a little hat? Okay, I'm gonna color it just in case. Just in case. Using the fence, have the sheep front legs over it. That's a good call, Judy. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay, who's gonna try the Q-tip method now? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a lot happening for that. All right, let's color this and glue down the rust. And then this card is gonna be done. Okay, so I dig it. I'm digging it. Let's get the, I'm gonna do So Glad It's Your Birthday, because then it's an excuse to party. And I need a stamp block. All right, so who is registered for Stamp Camp? Because that is something you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss the Stamp Camp. We're going to do 9 projects, same as last time, Christmas themed. And I showed you the paper at the beginning there, so you can have an idea of what that looks like. So we'll start to do some sneak peeks maybe on some projects later on. And we're doing it via Zoom. Hello, Janice. Yes, you are registered. This will be your first Stamp Camp, so that's exciting. And we've got some prizes. What else are we doing, Erica? I love that the 3 of us are doing, the 3 demos are doing Stamp Camp. This will be our second one because I appreciate the different designs that we all have. Welcome, Janice. Just so you know, we worked, I don't know, you can see our sheep that we made this morning, and it was done with Q-tips because Tanya doesn't have cotton balls at her house. What do we think? This one? So I teased off the end of some Q-tips to get that fabulously fluffy look. We're calling it the Q-tip method. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's, okay, I think I like this one better. The tails on this one are a bit big. I want some more color over here. Can this balloon just be a balloon on its own? I want something in that, in here. Let's see. I need a pop of color. I need something in there. What do we think about the hat? Yes, watch the replay. I talked about a few things. Oh, and there's a prize coming up too, Janice, you won't want to miss. What about like that? I'm doing it. let's start the gluing process. We're gonna have to cut some legs. So let's get this going. Right, so Stamp Camp is via Zoom, 9 projects. Kits will go out early September-ish. And you will get PDF instructions so that you can duplicate the projects. We're gonna be doing some 3D. So, I mean, I don't wanna give away all the surprises, but you'll have a lot of the things that you'll need for the holidays covered off. All right, Janice, Jody, how about a cloud in that circle? Okay, and Janice says, with the puffy stuff work on the sheep. What does that mean? Tell me more about what you mean. They're puffy. That cotton ball stuff, or I mean the Q-tip stuff, maybe that's what you're talking about. I think, let's cut this cloud and then see if it fits in here. Yeah, I think that'll work, Jody. If I just have it tucking like that. Does that look like a cloud? Move my hands. What do we think? All right, so let's do the sun. Where's my dimensionals? No. So Adrienne is our 3rd demo. She has her social media and business name is the Victoria Paper Shaper. So she is, thank you, Lori, looks good, I'm doing it. She's our 3rd demo, and Erica, if you're not aware, has From Me to You Paper Crafts. So both of them have some amazing projects. Love the styles of the work. Yeah, so it's gonna be super fun. Again, so I'm cutting off his legs. Sorry, buddy. Can't have your legs poking out the other side. All right. Oh, yes, Janice, thank you. Erica mentioned that earlier, the puff paint from last year. I don't have any of that puff paint, but I think if you do, I think it would totally work with this. So these sheep come from the Celebration catalog, so you can get the stamp set and then the dies. Stamp set and matching dies. And I don't think that you need to have the dies. What's happening? Here we go. I don't think you need to have the dies for it. I mean, obviously the sheep you can fussy cut if that's a thing you tolerate as a crafter. Tolerate. All right, so I might have to cut some legs. Should we leave him out? No, we're tucking, and I need to cut your legs. One leg. Yep, perfect. So if for whatever reason you forget or take some time to buy the dies and then maybe they're not available, it's not the end of the world. So Celebration stuff is while supplies last. They, of course, they limit us demos on, you know, like how much we can buy or pre-earn, as they call it. So as a demonstrator, you get to have early access, but then we of course don't want to, they don't want us to buy everything, because then there won't be anything left for clients and stuff to buy, especially when there's a limited number. In place, yes, I think in place of the Q-tips. Sorry, Janice, I hope I'm understanding what you're saying. He's gonna go, oh my God, I love this card. Like, I love it. I'm so proud of myself with those Q-tips, it's hilarious. All right, balloon, sentiment, This is done. Some lucky person, some lucky friend is gonna get this. Thank you, Janice, for confirming that I'm answering the question. Okay, that's there. Now this one, so I'm just gonna put a dimensional right in the middle. Whoops. So that it's, I think, lined up in the circle, yes. And we'll put a little glue. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. To recap, what we have discussed today is that Q-tips make a fine, fluffy body, or puff paint if you have some from last year. Oh my God, I love it. I can just zhuzh. Isn't that what they call it? I can just fluff. You get a fluffy coat and you get a fluffy coat. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else can I tell you? The giveaway for today, in case you missed it and you're just joining us. Comment, like, share. I'm gonna post, like I'll post who, I'm just gonna pick a random winner, like do one of those Facebook random winner things. So cinnamon cider, which is a new in color, that's how you know it's an in color. And I've got a not Facebook, a YouTube video there on how to put your new ink pad together, but then a tip on how to make it so it's a bit smoother. And then these things, these are retired Leafs trinkets, because I'm excited for fall and today is reminding me of fall, so that's good. So if you're not in town, then this will go in the mail. That was strategic. And if you're local, then I will bring it by. So as another option for this stamp set is this one here. This is Joyful Life. So for the dies, which are buried over there, you can, I mean, look at this guy, honestly. Look at you with your little coffee. And this bear, so sorry, my point is that you can, I don't think there's dies for these. I should look actually, but you can put them in these circles as well, is where I was going with that. That's why I had it out. Look at this little guy. I wonder what he's carrying. Maybe holly berries with his little, oh my gosh, so cute. I haven't used this one yet, but I was thinking about it with this one. And I wanted to have the fluffy. Thank you, Lori, liked and shared. Okay, and then Stamp Camp, which I've been talking about. So the link is in the description. Where's my list? We talked about a gift for Lance. Thank you for the feedback, ladies. Giveaway, celebration, we're good. I've covered all my points. I hope you enjoyed this card. I super did. I appreciate your feedback and your comments. Sometimes it's nice to, you know, when you're not able to craft together and then you're like, what do you think? This, that, as if we were sitting together. So I super appreciate the comments because it's helpful to get feedback. It's like we're crafting together. Good, so have an awesome Saturday, everybody. And happy birthday to Jess, happy birthday to Trish coming up. And have an awesome rest of your weekend. Bye for now, guys.